The big story, the clock is ticking on the Jodi Arias murder trial, and her fate is now in the hands of the jury. She killed her ex-lover, Travis Alexander, back in 2008. Today, the first full day of deliberations, and ABC 15's Katie Connor's been there all day. And Katie, the jury worked right through lunch, and then there was speculation that might mean that they were close to a verdict, but we've just learned they're done for the day. They've wrapped it up actually for the weekend now.
That's right. They won't be back till Monday, but they showed up around 9 this morning working through their lunch, just really wanting to reach a verdict. Now, I talked with the court spokesperson here, and she says that they will be back on Monday. But when the jurors left the room that they were deliberating in, they just looked forward, didn't show any emotion, which is kind of how they've acted this entire trial. And it's really difficult to read them. Now let's take a look at how this jury stacks up, though. There's 8 women and 4 men, plus 2 alternates. Now during the first trial, it was the opposite, 4 women and 8 men. One of those jurors shared with ABC 15 how they voted in the sentencing phase. 3 men and 1 woman voted for life. 5 men and 3 women voted for the death penalty. Now that means the majority of the women on the last trial did vote for the death penalty, and that's just interesting with the jury here for this second trial here is that there's more women on this jury, so that means the possibility that the death penalty could be an option. Meanwhile, Paul Sanders is one of the court watchers. He's here every single day. In fact, he was a juror on the Marissa DeVois murder trial. It was also a very high-profile case where the woman beat her husband to death with a hammer. Now, Paul told me that once the trial was handed over to the jury, that's when things got very stressful for the jurors.
Based on the fact that my jury and this jury are very similar, they're going to do the same thing we did. They're going to look at evidence, they're going to talk, they're going to get caught in psychology, I guarantee it. There are going to be times, like right now, they're all going to be very close and a lot of camaraderie, but there will come a time where they become stressed with each other. So they've got a long road to hoe ahead of them.
That's right. And the last jury deliberated for 3 days. We are just wrapping up day 2. They will be back on Monday. And guys, Jodi Arias was in court today for taking juror questions.
Yeah, it's such a heavy responsibility. Our thoughts are with those jurors. Thank you, Katie.